Hey there, YouTubers. This is Ice9 and another Madden Mobile video. And Thanksgiving promo is out. This has been a very good one. The best rated master player that we have in the game so far. And I already have him. He's extremely easy to get, in my opinion. So spend a little stamina refills, or if you have coins to buy the elite players, the requirements for the master set are very low. 5 elite players and then 10 goals, and that's it. And you have a 97 player. The boosts are not acceleration at this point. It's like what EA is doing for a lot of the players. It seems like it's acceleration for a lot of them, but it's still pretty good boost, a little catch boost too for people who don't have Gronk. But if you look at the stats as a player, over 90 speed, very big guy, fairly strong, good catch numbers, very good jump, so a good jump ball receiver. Should be a good player in general. I've got him at wide receiver 2 right now. Depending on what goes on, I'm considering replacing Eifert. The awareness boost is really good though, but I could see getting him out of there and getting another tight end or wide receiver in there. He's just not much of a playmaker. But as you can see, more boosts up easily to 99. Still left Moss at wide receiver 1, even though he's not as strong. The catch boosts up nicely, especially with both Gronk and Moore on the team. And he's a little bit faster. So depends on what happens here. You know, I'll kind of play it by ear, but right now I still got Moss at wide receiver 1. But so let's take a look at the Thanksgiving sets and see how these kind of work. And so how they've done this, actually we should take a look at the live event, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have played. Sorry I'm pretty late with this video, just been kind of busy, and when I've had time I've been playing, not recording videos. So, but there's basically 3 tiered live events to this, okay, with more stamina and getting different kinds of items. So they've got this Thanksgiving Feast challenge where you get a silver food item, and that you could put into a set every half an hour and get a gold item. The second one gets you a gold item outright. It is 5 stamina as opposed to 3. But basically that means if you've got a good amount of stamina and you're leveled up pretty well, you could get a gold player every stamina go through, and that's a pretty good thing for sure. And then you also need these elite food items for the elite player sets in order to get more, unless you just plan on buying everything. So these are 7 stamina, a little bit harder difficulty, but they will get you an elite food item which you need for that. So basically this, and we'll take a look at the packs too in store. So they got the Thanksgiving pack, 50,000, 1 gold or better Thanksgiving player. And if you look at this though, and then 4 gold or better players and more, which basically means a couple silver bronze items. But if you look at this, so if you're not using Madden cash, not a bad way to go. But if you're using Madden cash, that's basically 5 stamina refills is what that is. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. And then they have 4 Thanksgiving packs with this topper, 3 gold or better Thanksgiving players. A couple guys in my league got elites out of the packs. I didn't even try them. I don't even do those kind of premium packs really much anymore at all. And then they've got this 20 times Thanksgiving bundle for 10,000 Madden cash. It gives you 2 unique elite Thanksgiving players. Those are players that you would sell. Assumedly there's a Reggie Bush card that's pretty good that I saw. And after we go into this, we're going to check out some of those other players here, but let's just go into the rest of the set. So once you get these, you can put these sides in, and I've already done this 30 times, but you know, put the silver items in the set, and it go ahead and gives you a gold item. Then you put the gold items into the gold Thanksgiving player pack, which I've done now 51 times already. First time I did it, I got an elite, which is pretty cool. Haven't got one since, and I thought it'd be a little bit more common, but just the one elite, but that was pretty cool, and it gave me a big head start for getting more. And then next set is the dessert one. So this is one of the ones that you could do to get an elite Thanksgiving player. I'm electing just selling all the pieces out right now. I think I might go ahead and just do that and just sell the pieces outright because I've got the necessary players. A lot of times with these sets, it's better to sell the pieces than do anything else. But basically what I did was I did enough to get 3 elite players, and I had to go out and buy 2, and I've already more than made my money back that I spent so far. So here's the seconds pack. There are non set-based gold players, or in other words, there's gold players that you can't use in the elite set. You could throw them in there and try to get something else. Not a set that I'm doing. I basically just sell the players. And then they've got this defensive unit here. So +5 awareness to defense on short yards. That's a decent kind of situational boost. Not a great one necessarily. Slant 18 and FL drag. They're pretty commonly used plays, but not the most commonly used plays. And short passing plays are not necessarily the most popular. So it's an elite defensive unit, and it's got a very cool boost, but it's not necessarily the best one, I would say. So let's go in and check out some of these elite players, Thanksgiving players now. All right, so we're just going to go elite and Thanksgiving. And these are kind of some of the run-of-the-mill ones, the set-based ones that you can get here. And some of them are pretty decent players in their own right. And here's one of the uniques, okay? So Stephon Diggs, and fairly fast and strong. As a whole, not a great player, but a pretty good wide receiver, I guess you would say. KJ Wright here, I believe he's one of the set-based. Pretty good coverages on that player. Not a bad player at all. Got a kicker in there. Justin Tucker. And there's Romo. A couple more tight ends. Again, pretty redundant by this point. Got some green over Efert, though. T.Y. Hilton. There's our master player. And it's not going for very much because it's an easy set to do. So a lot of people will look to just basically unload it to try to make coins. I personally think it's a player that's better to keep, but if you are confident that earlier on in a promo that you could get more for him, then go ahead and do that. By this time, though, the set's easy enough to do that there's just too many of them out in the market. Matter of fact, let's look for more specifically and see. He's not even moving for $1 million now. That's amazing. So going well under $1 million for the highest ranked overall player in the game. And it's not a reflection of his gameplay or his boost. It's simply a reflection of how easy the set is to do. I wouldn't go ahead and buy the player outright if I could do the set myself, which is what I did and what I think a lot of people are doing. And I could have been a little bit more patient about it. But basically, I completed the set for some stamina refills and 350,000 coins. So I cannot complain about that for sure. It's a very easy set to do. So there's our kicker, Justin Tucker. And Adrian Amos from the Bears. Chris Baker, a pretty good Kukli card here. Look at all that green over a Rockpo. Pretty good coverage. I think that's a little bit better than his elite card, which is a pretty good card in its own right. That KJ Wright card's pretty good. T.Y. Hilton here, pretty fast and elusive. Antonio Cromartie, so 91 card. Pretty good man coverage. Play recognition isn't strictly, it's not great, so he's probably better off using for the set or selling. And let's see if we could find any more uniques here. So there's that Silver Crush unit there. And that's not too bad of a price for that, I suppose. Not bad at all. If it was something besides short passing countering, I'd probably get it. A lot of Romo cards. It's like Easter last year all over again. And so we could kind of just see here. Here, let's try to sort them out by the 92s and above. So there's more Kuechly, Diggs. I don't know if there's got to be, yeah, there's that Reggie Bush card. That's a pretty good card. I would think about picking that up, actually. It's not bad at all. Pretty good wheels, 92 speed. And all the other stats, you could see all the green there over Johnson. Just not as strong, and I don't think the trucking is quite as good. So more of an agility back for sure. But definitely not a bad card, that's for sure. But that is basically it. And that is our Thanksgiving set. Good luck for everybody getting more. Should be fairly easy to get them, I think. And I'm really thinking about picking up that Reggie Bush card, actually. Might not be a bad one at all. No Barry Sanders this year. Just found it out from Mudhead that he did not sign on with EA this year. So that's a major bummer. My favorite player of all time, and he was the cover athlete just 2 years ago. But he is not going to be in the game this year. We do have Randy Moss, which is a big deal. People were asking for him for the last 2 years, but no Barry Sanders, so that is what we have to deal with. But that's my video for the day. Thanks for watching, guys, and happy Thanksgiving to you.